Teach them.
What we do here is go back.
You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
Good night, peeps. Let me know if you're seeing me clearly. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly. Welcome to another episode of Extra Class, episode number 211. I must sincerely apologize for the very, very late start tonight, but peace, I'll be honest with you now. I'm really and truly exhausted. Like, I come in from work and I slept, and it come like I never sleep. The past few days have been rough, so I'm there. But you know the work go on. I know some people want me to talk about, especially a particular topic. Zane, I know people curious as to my viewpoints and the matter, especially considering the fact that it is related to a teacher and student type situation. So I know some people are look out for that. People book out for that. People are plan cook out for that. Peeps, manners are speaking out there. For the people who are still up on the work, I hope the shift ends soon. For the people who are on their way home, I trust that you will get home safely. But for the people who are there home, I'm ready for listen to teach about some things we have to jam down. Jam rock, Jamaica land we love. Land of food and water, Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Vibes Cartel, a female teacher from out of Pembroke High School, and some more people. You understand? Some politicians who want more money and poor people who want more money. We're there. Peeps, big up on yourself. Soon forward.
Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them. You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel. Hey, yo, hello. Subscribe and don't forget to click the notification button. Hey, yo, we always up to something. Teach them. Hey, yo, hello. Send the message and make it reach them. It's Teach Them right here. Warlord representing.
So, I select me in camera a long time in a piece. No one go on around here, so. Yeah, I don't know Brigadier Jerry do background here, so, but we not talk to Brigadier tonight. You understand me? Yeah, man. So, sorry for that picture of the piece. As I say, I'm not even get to start out the stream properly, but we're there. You seen? Peeps. Boy, I tell you, one more week on Jam Rock, one more week in a Jam Down. You understand? Some people are try to go around, some people are turn clown. You understand? Some people in them own sorrows them a drown. Whether country or town. You understand me I say. But we're there. And night a come. Well, night there. So we don't even 2 waste no time. You understand? I mean, I don't know if I'm murder tonight. I'm tired. You feel me I say? Tamisha Stevens watching from work today teach. Blessings in the Empress. Really and truly appreciate the support, you know. Hope I make everybody where I work and watch your things still. You understand me I say? And them something there. Normally, peeps, as I say, I don't know about killing thing tonight. I'm tired. You understand? Killing thing heavy. Then I get more tired. This situation is a very curious one in which this lady on screen, Zane, would have been missing from The Devil Was a Boy. And it's only recently, since the devil turned big man and I'm trying to mash up the earth, the police was notified that she would have been missing. You understand? Me, I tried to do the maths and it just not add up. My Spotsy Brown, big up yourself in a moment. Really and truly appreciate that something there. Blessings every time, and appreciate the continued support. And for all the people that are there for the first time, welcome. You understand? When we show up me out, I'm not get for a reply yet, but down in the future in the stream, me big up. You understand? We big up some people as we go along. See, the regular family know the thing go. You understand me? I say, but now the people that come new, I say, yo, teach, you know, see me, I shout you. I can't respond to everybody in the stream. You understand me? I say, no disrespect, man. I just saw the thing balancing. So now, peeps, this lady is from St. Andrew. St. Andrew woman's disappearance only reported 6 months later. 35-year-old Keelia Johnson of Kintyre Road in St. Andrew has reportedly been missing since May of 2019. Brocardi, blessings on a baby girl. Really and truly appreciate that something, you know, manners every time. You know what I mean? She's of dark complexion, slim build, and is about 160 centimeters or 5 feet 3 inches tall. Her mode of dress at the time she went missing is unknown. But all efforts to locate her since then have been unsuccessful. She was only reported missing in November after she was last seen in her peeps in May of this year, 6 months, you know. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Keelia Johnson is being asked to contact the Papine police at 876-927-2047, the police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Hopefully the quality of the stream will come through good. Because I tell me say YouTube not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will one long story. You understand what I say? No, me can't understand how come a loved one would be missing for so long and it has taken half a year. Half a one whole year, you know. 6 months to report that said empress has not been located within a reasonable time frame. Boy, I mean, I tell you, things that away. You see? So, I not even know if it's about that. I hope the empress still alive. I hope the empress, then I want to look at cottage down and Negril. You understand what I say? And them something there. Because right now, I can't understand this. See? Sure. Like me, I try to think about it and me all confused. Because I don't know what's money for missing for 6 months and the police just don't know about it. You understand? Something not right somewhere. You see me? Somebody missing 6 senses as well. So she not only missing for 6 months. Somebody miss 6 senses. How much sense you got? 6 them miss. You understand? Homemade shotgun found in abandoned building in St. James. Nothing wrong with that something there. Jalo, big up yourself, fam. The police recently seized one homemade shotgun during an operation in Coral Gardens in St. James. But you know, I need to write down that something that's been talking about Coral Garden. I need to do a video on Coral Garden one day, you know. Probably need to visit Coral Garden and do the video. I'm going to write it down for my to-do list. If you not see me do it, I teach video on Coral Gardens. Revisiting. You understand? According to the Constabulary's Corporate Communications Unit, lawmen in the area were in the area about 4 p.m. when an abandoned building was searched and the firearm was seen among debris. The police said no arrest was made in relation to the seizure, but investigations continue. And one more gun at half a street. You understand what I say? Whether it homemade and chaka or it neat, then somebody else left bare feet. You know what I think of? Me I kill no crime tonight, cause it's no crime tonight. You know what I mean? Oh boy. Alright. I have often spoken about the situation in relation to banks in this country, where it is my view, even though I cannot qualify or quantify this statement in light of statistics or data, so to speak, it is my firm belief, Zane, that persons in this country have been killed, have been robbed, have been injured because of the information that is being shared by persons working within these financial institutions with criminal friends, family, associates, and the works. See? Many persons are robbed after them just left the bank because and reach home because people in the bank call people and say, yo, you know one big head brother just come in the bank and draw some money in brown like. You understand? And them something there and him leave a X because remember your information is in the bank records, you know. Malina records, blessings. Zane, and by the time you reach home, people there welcome you like your family member them. You understand? But people have lost their lives because of them something there. Zane, and within the banking sector, and not just the small man alone involved in them dealings and schemings here. You see me? We'll have some family reelings here. Alright, that one in a rhyme, but you know what I mean. Bank security guard on fraud charge granted bail. Kemar Carty. You this are no, not a bank teller, you know. Not a bank manager, you know. Not a supervisor, you know. A security guard. Bank security, well, Kemar Carty, a security guard at a major local bank, who was charged for possession of identity information contrary to the Fraudulent Transaction Act of 2013, has been granted bail in court. It is alleged that his co-accused, Adrian White, contacted Carty about the personal information of two of the bank's credit card holders who each had a credit limit of $700,000. Chat Pat was a teacher channel him in a Jesse Jackson with him rhyme them. Big up yourself in a chat Patwa. It is further alleged that the card information of the customers was sent by White via cell phone to Carty with a request to get further information on the customers. It's like a census, man, them can knock on people. The bank's fraud prevention unit was contacted, along with the police, who subsequently arrested and charged both men. Carty was offered bail in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Thursday, following an application by his attorney, Abel Danfoot. Now, Abel Danfoot, as far as memory serves, is also a member of Knight, Junior and Samuels law firm. Big level thing. You understand what I say? New level. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing there. Big league. Who argued that his client, a security guard, had no sinister intent. The lawyer saying that is like saying teach them never have no intention for do that stream here tonight. It's a lie. Me did have all the intention for do this stream. That's why I do it here. You understand? What you mean, man, and a sinister intent? When the man, you say liars, them work still. Then go to school for tell lie. Zane, who argued that his client, a security guard, had no sinister intent. Well, he probably have ill will then. He probably have criminal intent. So make it look like the word is the issue right here, sir. Yeah? Jeffan Denton, bless. Which is why he escorted White and introduced him to a representative inside the bank who deals directly with personal information of customers. You know what? Foot further argued that the only reason Carty was charged was because he had the forwarded images of the cards on his phone. So you're in possession of identity information, which is a crime. Then what you mean? Mr. Carty had absolutely no control over the actions of another person in terms of them sending him unsolicited information, the attorney stated. But he had control over his action to keep said unsolicited information on him phone. Lawyers want that man for cloud. Carty was granted bail in the sum of $150,000 with one or two sureties. You know, if I was a judge, them say them have two credit card information with maximum of $700,000. You see, if I was a judge, is 700 times 2 bail money, $1.4 million. We don't play with people, because people don't play with people. So, you know, you understand what I'm saying? He is to report to the police every Wednesday. You see? The case is set to be mentioned. His next court date is the 7th of January 2020. Me say if I was a presiding judge and them having in them possession 2 credit card with a maximum of $700,000, $1.4 million bail. Who can make it then your bill? You understand? Because Christmas come but only once a year. You see? So, that... Them lawyers still, more time I listen man, them me have to just laugh. Peeps. There is currently a situation, as everybody who watches this channel know, in relation to the possibility that Noranda Jamaica Bauxite Partners 2, which is the government of Jamaica's majority shareholders with 51% stake in the company. So Noranda is Jamaica and Jamaica is Noranda. Is poised, set, gearing up, warming up to mine sections of the cockpit country that are geographically located in SML 173. Places like Stuart Town and Alps and them place. Zin? And the reason behind mining the cockpit country is an economic one, as you can imagine. Zin? As they are suggesting that the government will stand to lose enormous sums of money should mining not take place in the cockpit country. Subsequently, the government has not moved on its stance to hold firm in the whole cockpit country debacle because of economic reasons. Now, the largest online shopping site in the world is Amazon. Amazon makes billions of dollars annually. And people might wonder where Tesha go with this. See it? And one of the categories that Amazon would make billions probably of dollars in is the skin lightening department. Bleaching cream and bleaching soap and them something. Amazon has moved to stop selling bleaching products online. And they stand to lose enormous sums of money because you and me know that the bleaching epidemic is big business. So now, when a company like Amazon can make a move like that, and they were forced really because there was some pressure applied. See, so it was a forced move. So not like out of the goodness of them art. But the reality is that it was done. If Amazon can make a move like that, see, you know, being coerced a little, why can't the Jamaican government and Noranda take with themselves out of the cockpit country with that intention? Amazon pulls skin lightening products off site amid pushback. Amazon, big up on us. Bombard. A long time you not hear me? How long now you not hear me? Yo. Teach, can't hear you. Bombard star. So you tell me say I forgot to say back all the things that I say. I'll sing one song, you know. Trivia and Spike, big up yourself and your brother. Who not hear me now? Then me can't talk back you all of them sitting there. Who not forget watch back his but who not gonna hear nothing neither kind of sound. Yo, it audio bleach out look wild star. How I last thing when you hear there? Somebody tell me why Amazon a pull back. Let me see if me can find it back. Teach. Why them not pulling back? Because the boss is okay with and everything the politician does. Then not true. Then is why last gonna hear. Then me can't help if you not tell me, you know, then me no know. Me now go back over the whole thing like. You see it? But the long and short of the story is that me a pre-general I come to tell me say nah hear me, but it look like you now watch again. Brother. Yeah. Big up Amazon, alright. We are take it from this. Yeah. We get money pull up. The man say the last thing in here is big up Amazon. Big up Amazon again. Then me say that about 3 times in the general. Then me don't know which one you talk about. But big up yourself. But what I say, Amazon within 24 hours of receiving the petition, 23,000 people. The petitions them in relation to the cockpit country are more than that. All the petitions together. Lawful, big up. Zine and Amazon would have removed 14 or 15 products mentioned in said petitions almost overnight with no fuss, no fight. You understand? Because people will stay with them complexion enough to get light. You see me? Because some man not understand how a thing go. Zine, and the youth might get too bright. But never mind that. Zine, this is showing that at the end of the day, everything is not all about money. Amazon will lose a lot of money here, so. But they decided that based on the concerns of the activists, which appear to be real, it would be fair and it would make sense for them to show that they care also. When will the government of Jamaica show that they care? When will the government of Jamaica issue a statement saying that there will be no mining in SML 173? When? Damien White, big up yourself, you know, bro. Manners and respect every time, and I know I appreciate and support something, you know. You understand what I say, peeps? When will we hear that? So big up to Amazon. You understand what I say? Somebody forward this to the most honorable bro God now. Make him looking at himself like. You understand? Him good as a Mr. Prime Minister, then you're there. So then nobody knows if you come here. Come in, you're there from time to time. You understand? I know a Friday night still him good as a take on the street. Because you know say he man the road more time. Because the road have to take on. But Mr. Prime Minister, if you're there tonight, or if one of the people them who normally watch provide information to some politician, if you're not there, or don't read, go find the article. You name Amazon something. See? Amazon pulls skin bleaching products off site. I mean pushback. So who they want here want headline say the Jamaican government retracts mining license for SML 173 in the cockpit country. Then we not issue with that. You see? Auntie. So the most honorable bro God. We out here. We don't know by you clear. You understand? And from the cockpit country, we have to stay clear. You hear? Yes, sir. I'm going to move on now, peeps. Because now I'm coming. I feel like I have a little bit too much fun tonight. Oh, I never find that picture there now. Bombard star. I don't remember that one there. Peeps. You know, as Jamaicans, everywhere we go, somehow we carry dirty ways them would we. Everywhere we go show with dirty colors them. there was a situation not so long ago in Bethlehem, Zane, where a Jamaican man would have found it fit, cute, to commit an act of revenge porn involving not just one lady where do a look at 9 to 5 run a one place, you know, but an American TV anchor. Means say the Empress up on TV every day, everybody know, everybody I see her face. Him decide say him a go pull off a look of revenge porn. You understand? And now him probably there jail and mourn. Then it didn't make no sense. Jamaican man gets 2-year prison sentence. Shot. And fine $1 million for revenge porn involving American actor. 1 million in a pocket like. The Jamaican man who admitted to posting nude pictures and videos of his ex-girlfriend. Maybe now a man will be his next girlfriend. Zane and American television anchor Darrell Chisholm has been sentenced to 2 years in prison and fined $1 million. Well, on the piece, let me see what I go on in the comment section. So. Yes. Yeah. She named Darrell Chisholm. Donovan Powell. Him need some licking I made out of a shovel. You understand? Donovan Powell turned to revenge porn after the woman ended their romantic relationship. You understand? He was sentenced recently in the corporate era criminal court 4 months after he pleaded guilty to 3 counts of malicious communication. Well, it's not 1 million US, it's 1 million Jamaican dollars. Because I altered and sentenced him. Then me name him what part there. The charges fall under Jamaica's Cybercrimes Act. Powell was sentenced to 1 year in prison at hard labor for counts 1 and 2 and ordered to pay a fine of $1 million or serve 4 months in prison. So man I go just serve after 4 months the man, then him shouldn't get no option. You understand? Get some revenge payment for the revenge porn. Then it's revenge all around. The sentence for counts 1 and 2 are to be served at the same time, meaning Paul will serve only 1 year. They should be served consecutively and not concurrently. Hey man, them for go with them foolishness. Zane, however, the 53-year-old man will not begin to serve the sentences immediately as he has been granted bail pending the outcome of an appeal against the penalty. Powell is represented by attorney Valerie Nita Robertson, prosecutor Andrea Martin Swaby outlined in court that during the relationship between Powell and Chisholm, he captured nude pictures and videos without her consent. You know, see the man sick and need to be beaten with a whip. You understand what I say? So it's when Empress asleep and things, the man will take picture and a video of the Empress. Then I say, she said, her boyfriend a waste man, so she want to link up on it. Yo, Javi! West Side government, we out here. She said, her boyfriend a waste man, she want to link up on it. Never mind, peeps. Then we can move on. Martin Swaby, who is a deputy director of public prosecutions, said when this relationship ended, Powell used the material to create sexually explicit videos. According to her, the videos and the pictures were sent to Chisholm and posted to a website he created. Powell also threatened Chisholm that he would ruin her credibility and destroy her career. And this man I get bail pending appeal. You understand? Ah, boy. Speaking about waste, man. Some of them don't have St. Elizabeth there and them not farm good things. They want farm food. High profile probes into back-to-back rapes in St. Best. See? And peeps, so the people that were there, I telling us I'm going to start a podcast one of them time. I tell me I'm going to start it in the new year. So that's one of the things for the new year. You understand? When we get some new gear. You see? Yes, I. A series of, what kind of rape? Back-to-back rape. It's like a cricket you play. Back-to-back wickets. Then, boy, I don't know. A series of high-profile police investigations are now on the way in St. Elizabeth. Nice place, you know. I not come from down there, but I have a thing for the ladies, them down at St. You understand? Them different like. You see? Them come from the bread basket, so them nice and fit. A piece of serious is so let me stop joke all the thing. Seeing a series of high-profile police investigations are now on the way in St. Elizabeth, where two women, a 19-year-old and a 60-year-old, were raped in separate incidents within the last 2 days. The police reported that in the first incident on Tuesday, the 19-year-old was on her way home from work when, as she reached her home, she was attacked by a man with a machete and was subsequently sexually assaulted. You see that same machete there? That same machete there. The incident occurred about 11:30 p.m. in Nain in the parish. Dexter Rose, I'm not get none of I sent the girl live. Miss Lillian Duhaney, big up yourself in the Empress. Investigators on that case are trying to establish if the man was lying in wait for the female in and around her home. Then me no need to investigate. Me can tell him that it's not like him just reach there. The man wait for her. The man know what time she come home. The man know say she alone come home. You understand what I say? The man know say nobody else gonna do for the home. You see me? So him just lay wait and then boy I tell her. That man shit there. As residents were still trying to come to terms with that shocking incident in a normally quiet community, news came within a day of another brutal attack against another female in the parish. This time, a 60-year-old in the Magati area. So one look at Magat down at Magati. Reports are that about midnight on Wednesday, the elderly woman was asleep at home when criminals broke into her house and sexually assaulted her, then escaped. These attacks came a little over a week after a 93-year-old woman was attacked in a similar fashion in St. Anne. The police have since launched a series of investigations into the matter and are calling on residents, especially where single females are living, to be more vigilant about their safety and be more aware of their surroundings. Police sources said for females who have to travel home at night, steps should be taken to put in place more security around them. The police also encourage citizens to open up lines of communications with their neighbors. Yes, some community, people don't talk to people. You understand what I say? People don't talk to people. And such, these things are happening and then nobody even see or hear nothing. And boy, I don't know. Some man a waste man. You understand what I say? Boy, I don't know. We want justice for them three ladies, them Mr. Chuck. You understand? So we want some police chuck into some investigation. You understand? Quick and fast. Some cops asking JPs to sign blank forms, says Chuck. Nobody in the world can ask me to sign one paper with blank. Then me a idiot, sir. Eh? Then me not play that game there. You see? Justice Minister Delroy Chuck has cited that some policemen have been asking justices of the peace to sign blank recommendations. You know, so one next thing going on justice of the peace. I never remember the story there. Apparently, one justice of the peace come out of traffic quick and fast. So what said justice of the peace did was something very unjust. He decided to turn on flashing lights and sirens in traffic purporting to be a police officer, because him no want to sit down in a traffic. Then he said that justice of the peace they need, so only cross him back with that peace I told before. Peace to peace. Eh? Yo, the Justice Minister said police officers have been asking justices of the peace to sign blank recommendations, character references, and passport forms, a practice that is illegal. You understand? So what them for do now is set up some sting operation and sting some of them. Sign him, man. So the Justice of the Peace would be in connection with Justice Minister Mocha them place there, seeing sign them and then track it. You understand? Chuck, who was speaking at the commissioning service for 34 new JPs for the parish of St. Elizabeth in Santa Cruz on Wednesday, said Jamaica was beset by many forms of wrongdoing, including corruption. You don't say, Mr. Chuck. I would have never said that coming, sir, if you never tell me. Illegality and misfeasance of all kinds. I pronounce I read it correctly? Don't tell me, then me don't know. And sadly, there are justices of the peace who have facilitated it, because oftentimes they sign documents for persons who they don't know. See? As it relates to justice of the peace, we probably shouldn't be one of that one at a time, you know. But then we can't bother with people sometimes. Then, you understand? No. You see, justice of the peace, probably when we get like older, like. You understand? Them know, say, you're supposed to know the person, not hear about the person, you know. I see the person one time and you know the person. That's why you normally have justice of the peace in almost every community. Because you serve the community there. You know the people them from them born life and grew up. You see it? But some of the justice of the peace them, you can't anybody go give them and they sign people. They don't know you from Adam. You see it? Auntie. Richie said Pembroke story gone already. No sir. Richie General, big up yourself, you know. I hope you're good. See it? I not even realize say me run the stream in Richie. And my logo them leave on. Cause yeah, for sure. Peeps, I Richie Billy logo them. You understand? General. If I talk about something I need for do a video about them, I take them off back. Alright. He said some policemen working in areas under states of emergency have been asking justices to sign blank forms for them. Misfeasance. Okay. Alright, Kobe best fan. Then you know what thing go. Blessings John Johnson. Chuck warned that he would be recommending that the custodes in the respective parishes decommission JPs who engage in illegal activity. The Justice Minister also said he has been shown many instances by the Passport Immigration and Citizenship Agency, PICA, of JPs who routinely sign blank forms for persons who they do not know. He said some JPs have taken on the practice as if it were a career. Simply put, some JP are collect money for sign documents. Enough here. Chuck implored the new justices to report their colleagues to the custodes if they observe such practices. He reminded them of an alleged rapist from Manchester who was given a recommendation by a JP that allowed him to get a job at a resort in St. James, where the individual allegedly raped 2 visitors in their rooms in 2018. Chuck said the manager of the hotel has since indicated to him that if the recommendation had not come from a JP, he would not have hired the individual. Chuck told the JPs to at all times ensure that their integrity is intact, pointing out that because of weaknesses on the part of JPs in yielding to demands, yielding to yearnings, not yearnings, urgings, and requests from corrupt persons, a lot of wrongdoing has taken place in this country, and I am begging you to stop it. Meanwhile, Chuck urged the new justices to consider becoming mediators to help to reduce the backlog of cases in the court system, because I think there's plans afoot to train justices in the art of hearing petty matters, having them sorted out, which is not a bad idea. You understand? As long as it is done properly. We run things don't run we. Anything we do it if it done properly. You understand? Yeah. So peeps, on Wednesday night, I would have revisited a very thorny issue in relation to returning residents being killed in Jamaica. See? Oh, remember the logo there? See? The head of the Resettlement of Returning Residents Association, Percival Latouche, has come out again swinging, just like he did last year this time. He come like his annual thing. Say, if you're there Jamaica, if you're there foreign and you come from Jamaica, don't come back here. You understand? Hey man, say no come back here. Because right now, a joke thing. You understand? I'm telling you what I'm saying. For the people that who never did about last calling class. Him say some things. And some of the things that when him say, you have to say, yo, boom, Ray, it makes sense on a level. But then, people will keep coming back. Because me normally say, things need to fix urgently. Seeing too many people are being killed in Jamaica, returning residents and otherwise. We don't want no murder. Whether you live here or you visit here or you come back here, no, we need people to enjoy them life. Zane, I will say as well, even though things are bad, things are not as bad as sometimes we make them out to be. Because everything kind of takes on a different meaning when it is contextualized. Contextualized. I want to be on the pronunciation tonight. Pronunciation today. You see, that is the problem. Tired of beeping. Almost 50% rise in murders of returning residents, says Latouche. President of the Jamaica Association for the Resettlement of Returning Residents, Percival Latouche, has said that the murders of returning residents has increased by almost 47% in 2019 when compared with murders of returning residents for 2018. We have had 25 deaths of returning residents this year. Last year, there were 17 for the entire year. Jamaica has become a cannibalized country where people are afraid to go on the streets. The Jamaica I used to know and love is no more, a despairing Latouche said. The type of murders, the barbarity, the brutalism, the way that people are being killed, the murder of the Chief Justice's sister, the chopping death of Miss Gale. I am not encouraging anybody to come back here to live. Latouche was making reference to the murder of a 67-year-old Evadne Gale, who was chopped to death at her home in Manchester 2 days before Latouche said something. You understand? So police reports are that shortly after 7 p.m. a relative stumbled upon Gail's body and alerted them. He was also alluding to the rape and murder of Peggy Aljo, the 74-year-old woman who was a sister to former Chief Justice Zelia McCullough, and the man has since pleaded guilty for Aljo's rape and murder, a 19-year-old. Make of that what you will. Latouche has become more strident in urging Jamaicans overseas not to return. When they call, what should I tell them? A woman called me this morning from Switzerland that she wants to come home and wanted to know how to get her returning resident status. And I told her to stay where she is. Why pack up and come home? She said she shipped off her stuff already, but forewarned is to be forearmed. So she needs to know what is going on, he said. According to Latouche, who spent over 30 years in the United Kingdom before returning to his homeland, Jamaica has become a fertile place to commit murder. The people who commit crimes are in high places. The people who commit crimes are in high places, looking down low. You understand? Look at what? Look at the murder of returning resident Jermaine Jr. Who is investigating that murder? Whose gun did the bullet come from? 12 stab wounds. 1 gunshot wound. What happened to that? I am not afraid. I am not afraid. Etana, big up yourself. See, God is over my head. Here we go with the God thing. You see, my father and mother are Christians. Me don't really know that affect the price of rice, but never mind. I only have to do what I have to do, Latouche said. So Jermaine Jr., his body, which had more than a dozen stab wounds, was reportedly found in the living room of a prominent attorney around 4:30 a.m. in September of 2016. The knife used was reportedly found beside the body. The deceased was said to be the caretaker of the premises. And the police said that there were no signs of forced entry. The lawyer who reportedly slept through the murder was immediately ruled out as a suspect by the police. Police and thief in a shootout. I sound like when twins are twins, I do the local news thing them. You know, politician robbed. Sorry, please. Then I just said twins are twins thing, me I remember. Not because the politician was robbed. Nobody not forget robbing our country. I mean, you understand? Ellie London, want to go on mommy. The Portmore police in St. Catherine are investigating a case in which a politician was robbed of a large sum of money in the Sunshine City a few days ago. Reports are that the politician was traveling with the funds. Politician was planning to have fun. Said to be in the region well over $1 million. Who travels with $1 million? Okay, a politician. And decided to leave the money in his vehicle. What a bright idea. Inside a complex. What a complex decision. Further reports are that the politician went to a plaza, parked the vehicle, and went into a business establishment to conduct business. Then if it's a business establishment, there must be business going on. Alright, never mind. Let me write the article. On his return to the vehicle, sometime after, he found a glass of the unit broken and the bag with the money that was inside the vehicle missing. I wonder what happened to that money. A report was made to the police, who have since launched an investigation into the development. Head of the St. Catherine South Police, Superintendent Clive Blair, confirmed the report but did not provide any details on the incident. I wonder which politician. I walk around in $1 million. The police, while carrying out the probe, have issued another warning to persons traveling around with large sums of money to exercise greater levels of caution and, if needs be, seek the assistance of the police to assist them with safely transporting such funds. And the police them is the next problem to you know, like. We don't trust people. Me say you can't trust people. Me buy my car cash. Cause me not even a trust vehicle. Hear me no youth. So, a politician, probably Christmas now go nice. Cause he probably be a go affect the price of rice. $1 million. What, yo, you can imagine that a man there. Alright. I know for a fact that there's this growing trend where you leave certain things in your vehicle, especially on your back seat. You see that little window there, right by your back door, that little triangle shape thing there, then broke it out. Put them on, open the door, and take out what them for take out. Especially if them glimpse in and see a laptop bag. You understand? No bun and cheese that going in a laptop bag. More than like, oh, it's called a pivot window. Thank you. Aftershock. You better tell them, man, they have bright students and I teach and always know everything. Big up on yourself. See, so the man them pivot at the pivot window. And shoot and score. See, so people have to be careful. Don't left nothing on your back seat. Not even a sweet. You understand? Because them gonna stink more under the seat. You see it? So, it's a sad situation. I know some people that say, yo, teach. And them if you happen to one Ray and Tay, at the end of the day, a robbery of a man is a robbery of a man. And if somebody get robbed, it means me and you can get robbed too. See? And the youth them now want to go look no work. I know people say about teaching work now, they do not go so. Work not there for everybody, but work out there for some of them when I work. You see? So they are targeting. See, as a matter of fact, when I get to understand, say, there is a device capable of detecting a laptop or the heat signature of a laptop in a vehicle. And some of the man them are prole with it. You understand? And I move cool with it. You see? So, we have to be careful. You understand me I say? And I don't know who I walk around $1 million. See? Well, one politician. I suppose we'll find out eventually which politician. You understand? Because when I'm orange and green, the youth them deal with them mean. You see? Yeah. So, one little thing we want to talk to you about, like. A long time people are say. You see? Nobody no want no call center job. But on a call center job alone out there, brother, want to self-employment. Want to days when a man I go take a little thing, Zane, and start a thing, and by the time you know it, him thing big, so. You feel what I say? Want to the farming something there. Yeah? Want to the sport something there. Most of the man them are run from police and soldier, fast like. Police and soldier can't catch them. But brother, you say them need capital. Most of the man them are rob people with gun. I never capital them used by the gun. Come on. Most of the man them will rob people are buy bullets, sir. So you have shoes and lace. And you tell me you don't have no capital. You don't much money for your gun. See? And it's not like them bullet they are still on them gun there's a souvenir. So you have to replace and replenish your bullet stock. Aftershock said it done one. So we are going to find every excuse Aftershock. Instead of trying to do something for yourself. So if I ever done one. Some man a rent them rent it. See? You feel what I say? Some man, even after them start a life of crime, and them eat a food, you can't wash it and start anew. You still have to continue it. Don't. So we keep on going to find excuses in the after. You see that a part of the problem in a bro. We keep on finding excuses. Enough youths in this country whenever have no capital. Now are working at the capital. You understand? Enough man start with a bag of bag juice and a bag of banana chips. And a run shops now. Enough man start with one goat and have millions of goats. Well, not really million, but them have some goat. You understand? And after shop, I know that there are problems in the thing, you know, bro. I get that in the brother. I understand exactly what you are saying, you know. But at the end of the day, still, Every excuse you find is less progress you go and make in life. Brother, I grew up in a poor family. Poor background. Everybody still gonna live for an excuse, then what would have become of me? See, nothing now go on and not change and did it. No possibility not did it. I know yet them I say about teaching and everybody have. Nobody never me encourage myself. You did have people around here, yes. But at the end of the day, it have to come from in a you family. You see me? So we need for leg off for the excuse thing, yeah. See? And start find excuse for some waste man. Because at the end of the day, as me done say, there will never be jobs for every single person in the society. See? But jobs are out there for some of them youth who say not now go on. But no man not willing to put in the work on a 9 to 5. Some man just want to work for 5 minutes and good. Some of the ingenious ways them with them money are choose to make money. If them did I use them thought power and them brain power to invest in some legal hustles, the thing gonna do it there, brother. You feel what me say? So me now find no excuse in no guy. I know the system not perfect. I know say a lot of weaknesses are there. But I am saying that if some youths really and truly want to better themselves, it can be done. There are avenues out there. It might not be the prettiest avenue or the smoothest road. It might not be the flashiest thing. It might not be what you want to do right now. But you do what you can do until you can do what you want to do, family. You feel me? You know how much youth start out a pop bag in a supermarket. I know people are pop bag in a for them supermarket. You know how much youth start out a drive a 1 taxi for a man. Now him about 10 taxi. I employ 10 man. You know how much youth start out a cell phone car. Now him have a shop a cell phone car. You know what, brother, at the end of the day, family, we need to leg off our excuses. The system not perfect. The system will never be perfect. You feel what I say? But at the end of the day, more youths can be gainfully employed in this country if they wanted to be. But some man not into that. Some man them want party 24/7s and them not work. Oh yeah, party 24/7s and you don't want to work. The same man them we have said nothing today. Every night them dress up and go on a party. Where them get money from? Where the capital come from as Aftershock say? So, me get say there are issues. We can't go around that. We have to accept that. That are facts. But I want the people them understand say, enough youths out there, just like some of the same man that wanna say, nothing no there for I find things to do. As I say, I don't find an excuse for no guy. A man them for go look work, brother. You understand? A man them work as security. Jonah Lewis I said there is no sound. On the type and tell Jonah saying for restart him device there, sir. See, auntie. The end of the day, brother. If you want to go, you know if you run. But some man in for them head, a blood for run. You understand? Them not busy with nothing else. Enough for the man them where I kill people or ride bike. Them not just pick up the bike them on road. Them did have a bike. So some of the man who buy a bike can't go deliver. You know how many delivery service you have across this country. Bearer service you have across this country. You know how much banks want bearers. But them not into them something there. Back in the days, a man if him have a one bike, I'm gonna put a little box on the back and sell ice cream. No man none of them things are these days. A gun him a put in him back, go and kill people. a gun will cost hundreds of thousands of dollars in some instances. And yes, me yes have you done gun them. Every gun, enough of the gun them there and done one them. You understand what I say? Some of the man them as police take one bite, them buy a next bite the next day. Then what the capital story come from? A capital punishment them want. That me I tell them too. Oh, me know me there say before me start that long tangent there, you know. It look like a stream I done about 12 o'clock tonight. When me look on it. I could have walked on me and make that stream, you know. Oh no, this is a stream. Eh? Safety. Them rob and kill the beer of them. You see, P, there are thousands of beers across this country. You understand? I can't tell you that. See? And yes, you will have instances from time to time. But the reality is that many persons are earning a living being that. You feel what I say? So, again, I want to excuse that, again, Empress. Whatever you're doing in this country, they will rob and kill you. So you just have to do something and hope for the best. You see? Cops glad for backup from licensed firearm holders as Indicom fears make officers think twice before engaging. Brocard is a teacher, can chat to do all night. When you hear me say me tired, boy, I tell you no. Yo, handcuffed by fear of repercussions from probes by the Independent Commission of Investigations has they tackled criminals. Some police officers have been quietly rooting for licensed firearm holders to keep gangsters at bay. Yeah, part of that I mean I like. You know, so my brother Ola said conversation yesterday. You think with a licensed firearm holder killing a criminal, it means that licensed firearm holder now become exposed. See? And the moment the gun is no longer an element of surprise, then it is no longer an element of surprise. See? The reality though, I suppose there are two sides to it. Because if man knows you have it, and man knows you will kill them, he probably going to think twice before he come for. But some man will still try to come for. So at the end of the day, when a licensed firearm holder using weapon, I normally have concerns going forward. Because it means man knows you got it and some man will come for. But the reality is that some man will say, you know, say the man dash somebody what there, then you want dash. So that's the part when I understand where the police have come from with this. And it really and truly, Strawberry walk on. See? Strawberry said over 6 months ago, my friend fruit stand is growing each day. You have to start somewhere. I have a friend in Kingston, in really so. He gave me a free and safe place to stay and I gave him $10,000 to invest in him start fruits. You see, a man fruit tree a beer. Big up yourself, Strawberry. I want if him sell strawberry. Speaking with the Gleaner, a number of cops said they appreciate when licensed firearm holders put an end to the reign of terror being carried out by gun-toting criminals across the island. With Christmas fast approaching, there were even bold predictions that more criminals are expected to bite the dust at the hands of the private gun holders. I know you're going to hear about them. It's a thing every Christmas. You can look out for at least 5 or more to fall at the hands of a licensed firearm holder. If Indy come and investigate police to do the work, a police are investigate licensed firearm holders, and we are encourage them to protect themselves and ordinary citizens. They're not, what you mean? You understand? A senior officer said. The policeman said that the lawmen are very wary of how they carry out their duties. See? And I hope no licensed firearm holder will be killed. You understand? Indicom, which probes actions by members of the security forces and other agents of the state, has been at loggerheads with the police force for years, with officers generally complaining that they are being unfairly treated in the probes. At the highest end, investigations could lead to criminal charges being levied against officers, but the lengthy process between incidents and conviction or acquittal has also been draining officers mentally, with some opting to avoid confrontations to avoid the headache. Police officers have also complained that even though acquitted, a number of their colleagues' reputations have been permanently damaged. Police statistics reveal that up to October 12, 11 persons were killed by licensed firearm holders this year. For the corresponding period 2018, 2017 and 2016, there were 12 to 17 and 9 fatal shootings respectively. This equates to more than 50 people being killed by licensed firearm holders in the past 3 years. Look at the most recent incident involving a private firearm holder. 4 of them hold up the man and a try robbing bus. The man managed to kill 3. He could have killed all 4. While not all firearm holders will be brave when it comes on to so many attackers, this man didn't hesitate and we commend him. May they give him about 30 rounds of applause. Zane, it saved his life and in the long run, the lives of law-abiding citizens of Jamaica who would have come across them robbers at some other point, which is true. The incident mentioned by the police took place in November and is the second such reported incident since 2019 in which 3 men were killed by a licensed firearm holder. These men were not included in the statistics mentioned earlier. The other incident took place in March on Port Henderson Road, Runaback Road, in Portmore, St. Catherine, and one of the attackers killed 30-year-old construction worker Aisha Tomlin was out on bail awaiting trial for murder. I am sure that the investigating officer who had that case against him was happy even though the case had ended prematurely. We have a wrongdoer and while on bail continued to live a life of crime. He was cut down thanks to the licensed firearm holder. So if police get flack for cut them down, firearm holders are doing a good job keeping them in check. Indicom has insisted that it is not against police officers using required force in the lawful execution of their duties as situations may require. The body, however, says it needs to ensure that police officers' actions are justified and that they have not abused their power in the name of the state. Zane? Rodney Price. Hey man say the Pembroke story run yet. No brother, I not run yet. But the stream not done yet. So just hold a seat. You see, you know, meet and greet your classmates. You know what I mean? Big up yourself, Rodney Price. Boy. I have not done day 6 of the Tesha Miller trial yet. I will do that between tomorrow and Sunday. So no look out for it. Get book out for it. If you're not interested, I'll cook out for it. Witness against Tesha Miller urges youth to drop gang activities. The main prosecution witness in the ongoing trial of Tesha Miller has insisted that Miller is the head of the murderous Klansman gang that operates out of Spanish Town, St. Catherine. The police have said the gang is at the center of an elaborate extortion racket in Spanish Town and its environs, and has been responsible for hundreds of murders over many years. Many of the murders were the result of inter- and intra-gang violence, the police have also said. The witness, who has confessed to killing enough people as a member of the gang and who initially said he was not embarrassed at having done so, showed some remorse on Thursday when he appealed to young men who find themselves in similar positions to confide in the police in an effort to get out of such situations. He was under re-examination by the prosecution after being grilled over 2 days by Miller's attorney, Bert Samuels, who on more than one occasion suggested that the witness was not telling the truth. I am not embarrassed, but I really feel sorry for everything that I have done in the past, and I would like it to stop. That is why I came forth and give the statement and testify in this court. And all other young men out there who have been through what I have been through, I would like them to come forward and serve, meaning they can express themselves, find a police they can trust. Then that is a problem right there now. Zane, to tell their problems and what they have been through, the witness said. Yeah, good police out there still. He had earlier told the court that he decided to testify against Miller because Miller and another reputed top-level Klansman leader, Andre Blackman Bryan, were responsible for the killing of 13 members of his family, the witness said. Miller is being tried for accessory to murder before and after the fact, in relation to the other gentleman on screen, in relation to the 2008 execution style killing of then chairman of the Jamaica Urban Transit Company, Douglas Chambers. Chambers was shot outside the main gate of the JUTC's Twickenham Park Spanish Town Depot and head office while smoking a cigarette during a break of a meeting at the complex. With the witness testified earlier in the trial that Miller gave the order for the hit on Chambers, and the witness said he participated as part of a group that created a diversion outside the depot gate before Chambers was attacked. Bryan was charged with the murder but was acquitted at trial. Bert Samuels was Blackman's lawyer. The witness is himself behind bars, serving a life sentence for murder. That sentence was reduced after he entered into a plea deal with the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. Before the deal, the witness would have had to serve 16 years before being eligible for parole consideration, but that has since been reduced to 10 years. The witness also notably told the court that he prefers to remain inside prison than for Guy Road. The witness told the court that he had lied about being a single youth or an only child, as he did not want any more of his family members to be killed. As to why he told the police in his statement, which took over 13 months to be completed, that he had known Miller for only a short time, the witness said if gang members offered up certain information about the Don, they could end up being killed. He also said he did not mention Brookie to the police because the gang member was already dead. The witness testified earlier in the trial that Bryan and Brookie had waited inside a car outside the gate of the JUTC depot before alighting and shooting Chambers. Thursday morning session of the trial was briefly interrupted by the presence of a lizard. Inside the jury box, there was a short break for the lizard to be removed. A man them find lizard in a jury box. It look like a general afraid of lizard still. The trial is slated to continue next Tuesday inside the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston. You understand? A lizard mash up a trial. You know see what go on. Ah, boy. I want me to tell them right now I quote them better don't kill no lizard. So ain't a problem. You understand? Lizard thing a serious thing. I don't know word me a fling. You see? I know some people, you know. I carry you, Jaja, deep down in my soul. Always hold my hand there now, Jaja. Never let me and peace me not take no call. Then don't call. You understand? Me I set up for play a few things. You see? Cause dance get hotter now, you know. Make sure you don't have no money pull up money. And that me I tell you no. Nobody not say play back no tune if no money now show out. You understand? No say a late night dance. That's what I'm told no. Me will kill you in here. Female teacher tells student in class. Me know you been waiting. Me know you been anticipating. You understand? Yeah. Somebody say finally, Glee Pro. Coconut jobs, that's a job paid. Officials at the Pembroke High School have launched an investigation into an incident that was captured on video. Problem number one, I soon get to that. Showing off, and I will be as fair, as objective, and as frank here, so. I have not done an individual video on this, and the reason for that is under the new YouTube terms of reference and guidelines. Anything related to a child, any material related to a child under 13 years old, if you use it on your channel, Zane, and you don't declare so the video was created for children, the moment they say created for children, you can't make no money. That's the first thing. Zane, so I am trying to abide by them rules. You can be found $45,000 US. You understand? Lose your channel, all of them something. You see? So, I know some people are going to say, yo, teach. And because a teacher, well, you not do it, you know. And if it was a student, you then do it. You know, calm down. Calm down your nerves. Yo, best center, big up yourself, my general peeps. The best center interviewer forward tomorrow. About them time there. You understand? We done all a reason with the DJ yesterday, with the entertainer yesterday. And nice good vibes. You understand me? I say, Cookie Mama, okay, Cookie Mama, I pay for money pull up already. Cookie, big up yourself, Empress. Trivian Spike, brother. Yo, so if Cookie say pull up, we have to pull up. Because then you know, say, yeah, brother. As a matter of fact, YouTube was fined $170 million US by the FTC, the Fair Trades Commission, for allegedly mismanaging information collected on kids under 13 years old. So YouTube find themselves in a problem, so now content creators are in problem. And the fallouts will be great, I can tell you that. So we are trying to balance ourselves, stay in the know, you understand, and try to change with the times. You see? Because we put too much time and energy and effort and money in a building that brand new, if we just lose it so. So in a few days, I will start to delete some videos from the channel that has to do with children under 13 years old. You understand what I say? I just one of them things. Zane? So we just have to do what we have to do. So certain things, for example, and it's sad to say, if a child who is under 13 goes missing, we're not going to address it. It really and truly sad, but at the end of the day, I don't have $45,000 US to give to the FTC. You understand? And I now risk losing my channel over that. I tell you the truth what God love. Zane, me really and truly, I'll be honest with you. So I would have done videos like when I go up on a field trip. Most of them they're probably over 13 still, but me not take no check. So basically I would delete some videos when need for be deleted. You understand? I don't know all the stream videos them when we then talk about children, I go, but me say I go. You understand? So of the 1,500 videos on the channel, before delete about 1,300 again. But it is what it is. So now, I can move on. And that is why I'm not do the video. Let me tell you from now. I'm going to play the audio still because there's no pictures there and stuff. And as per the YouTube rules and regulation, I probably do a video upon that because many Jamaican YouTubers not even know what go on it. See, and at the end of the day, see, every man I do them thing and I eat them food and when I want them and them continue to eat them food. So if me can do something to edify them and them, because some man not paying attention to that, you know. Some man only pay attention to how much money them I make. You understand what I say? So you know what I think. And even not that they don't pay attention, but some people don't really go understand that. And this is no disrespect to anybody. Some people now go understand the implications and the new rules and regulations as quickly as somebody like myself would probably do. That's the honest truth. Zin? Yeah, man. You see, RTC TV said it's new to me. You see me I talk about peeps. So at the end of the day, if we can do something to help the masses out there, then we're willing to do that said way. Now, so the school has launched an investigation into the incident that was captured on video showing a female teacher, Zane, and a student arguing to the point where the teacher told the student that she was not afraid to murder him if the student was brazen enough to approach her in a physical confrontation. The incident would have unfolded yesterday, Thursday. So the video carries audio of a male student from the school threatening a female student who was having a conversation with the teacher in the classroom. So there's a backstory to this. As a matter of fact, I do not know this lady personally, but one of the teachers who is in my department knows her, I would have asked her to reach out to her, trying to get her side of the story. But she says she has been instructed that she should say nothing more. She would have also done an interview with the Gleaner today, stating fear side or next side of the story. Alright. The teacher who appeared annoyed with the male student whom she accused of shouting at her instructed that the student should remain quiet, and that when things started going downhill, and that was when things started going downhill as a student went toe-to-toe with the teacher. Don't shout at me. Me look like your mama. Teacher shouldn't really say that still. The teacher snapped at the offending student who was insisting that the teacher was telling lies on him. That the student was telling lies on him. My son telling the backstory. The student responded by asking the teacher if she was telling him about his mother. At that point, the argument descended into an all-out verbal warfare, with the teacher asking the student if he's a handicap, suggesting that he should understand that there's a difference between being asked if he thought she was his mother and being told about his mother. Did I tell you about your mother? Asked the teacher. During the argument, the teacher was heard issuing several threats of doing physical harm to the student, with even emphasis that the threats represented a promise, not just a threat, and he could report it to the police if he so desired. I will kill you in it. I will kill you in here, you know. My head not nice, the teacher has heard saying. The principal, I soon get through that, but the principal of the school now said that he was aware of the incident and it is being investigated. But the video has triggered a storm of reactions from social media users. Here comes the holier than thou personals on social media now. See? And the reality is that with anything like this on social media, there will always be two viewpoints. Some people will support the teacher, some people will support the child. So now, with some saying the teacher was disrespectful, but other users said while it was a bit aggressive on her part, in view of violent altercations between teachers and students in the past, some educators have had to become more aggressive in some school environments as a means of protecting themselves. We have heard about cases in the past where students threaten to harm teachers. And what we are seeing here is a frustrated teacher who has reached the breaking point and has decided that she will not be victimized by an unruly student, one social media user said in support of the educator. On the other hand, a social media user insisted that the teacher went out of line when she spoke to the student in the manner that she did. Calm down your nerves. Yup, she tryna chuck it. A badness you deserve. You understand? Peeps, about 200 people sent me the video. You see? Auntie. So this is the...
So what we're saying is that give it back to Mr. Saman for this part. Give it to you already. So we want to let from we are short of the second woman. Eh? idiot boy. As a matter of fact, come out to my class. Come out to my class, yes. Jump right now, hey. Come out to my class. Come on, murder that is shit. You feel like? Don't ask me what name is proper, you're fool. Are you just bad? Come out to my class for killing us in studies. Come out of that class. I'm not tell you again. And before the week done, you survive, no way I do. Come out of my class. Straight. That's a promise. That's a promise. But tell the police that's a promise. Tell them. Of course. Right. Of course. Stop again. You feel like? Come out of my class. Nonsense. Not a comprehension skill, not understand nothing. Don't tell me more. What you want to do?
Me I go through everything we have to go through before me state my perspective on this, you know. You understand what I say? I know some people are wait. When I go wait some more. Brocard, we say money pull up. Money pull up, you are the greatest. Tip a little rubbing at the Baileys. Yo. Alright. In the interview that the teacher did, she said some stuff. Zane, I don't know why I'm never I'm gonna say make can go find it somewhere there. I know somebody did forward it to the I. We need to have a 1-to-1. Zane, auntie, what on the peeps? I'm gonna do some searching. Like Google. Teach enough you go answer. Fair enough. I can agree with that 100%, my friend. No disagreement there. Zane? No disagreement there. But as I so adjust the matter. I'm going to try to find, I can't find the interview with the Empress though. You see? Auntie. I don't really want to play it off of YouTube, so I want to play it from like Twitter, one of them places there. I don't find it. Okay, I'm say I can't find it. I guess it's still gonna reroute me to this still, what? So this is what the teacher now had to say about the situation. See?
Today at 12:40 I had 7 and R1. That's the all boys class, Mr. Salmon's farm class. While I was in the class before that, they came up 20 minutes earlier and they were at the door. So I sent them back to their farm class to wait until it was time for them to return. When they came in, that particular boy from the video, he came and asked to go and buy a pen. I told him no, because I said you guys were already 20 minutes early and you are still not prepared for the class. Several other boys asked to go buy a pen after that. So I called back the name and told him to collect money from all those who needed pens and that he was to go and buy the pen. He was the only person that should go and buy the pen. Shortly after he came back, a young lady from a separate class came inside the room to say that a student from this class came over to her classroom and she said that he said to her, you know, want a money man. And then he went in her pockets shortly after she realized that her phone was missing. So while she was relaying the story to me, Emerson was over by his seat shouting and saying it was a lie, attacking her with insults and shouting at her. I shouted at him to stop the noise several times. I told the girl to write a report beside me of the incident. Jermaine was over his seat, still shouting and being rude to her. After several times I'm telling him to be quiet and not say anything. I said to him, when the principal deals with it, you can explain yourself. He got up from his seat, because he had his bag in his hand by this time, got up from his seat, went over to my table, to the girl to stand up over her and continued to threaten her and hurl insults in front of the class while I was there. I shouted at him and I told him to move. It take a while before he moved because he's still a cussing in a temper. Went back to his seat, still cursing. So when the girl finished writing the report, I instructed her to go to Mr. Saman and give him the report so he can see what was happening. He was still huffing and puffing and making noise, so I continued teaching. What you saw in the video was when the girl came back from Mr. Saman with the report, handed it back to me and said, Mr. Saman read it. The virgin started again, hurling insults at the girl and shouting at me. And that is when I lost it and responded to him. And that is what you saw in the video. So that's the incident that led up to the video.
Contrasting colors.
Still shouldn't reach where it reach. Even so. You understand? No, that is a precursor to the incident that we have now seen that has gone viral on social media. I am almost 100% sure that one, I'm not hear nobody talk about that part here. I'm going to address it when I'm done. Cell phones are not allowed in that school, as many schools don't allow cell phones there. And not only that the phone was in there, somebody was using the phone to record. Nobody now address that issue there. Now we soon come back to that. Zane, the Minister of Education now, not the Minister of Education, because not my Minister of Education. Acting Minister of Education, Carl Samuda, has also addressed the situation. Zane, he has said some things. Including the fact that it is unacceptable and that strong measures and actions will be taken against said teacher, which would suggest to me that the teacher will either be retrained in terms of anger management, counseled, or sanctioned even further. I know a lot of persons are saying that the teacher should lose her job. I do not agree with that. The teacher would have gone way overboard. Way overboard. There's no two ways about that. We can't go around that. Me being a teacher, I would be wrong to suggest to you that the teacher did not go overboard. As a matter of fact, the teacher was out of line from the moment that she asked the child if me your mama. That never necessary. If me I talk to a youth and a youth raising, why are you shouting at me, sir or miss? That is normally my, why are you shouting at me? Am I shouting at you? Speak to me at the level me I speak to you. Done this. I don't need to repeat that. Good. The mama thing, not even necessary. However, you realize that this youth has been cultured in such a way where the moment you hear mama is basically somebody that tell you about your mother. I want to realize how deep this thing is, you know. So many of us are just looking at this video at the surface level and I get very emotive. Calm down. Calm down your nerves. You understand what I say? When me I go school, me see teach get mash up for less. So she shouldn't get mash up, brother. Because I see your comment earlier said that girl need a kicker or something, you know. I mean, you see, that is a part of the problem. So we have an issue here and we are compound the issue instead of try to adjust the issue. But alright, everybody had them viewpoint on it. She should not have mentioned nothing about no mama. But you are realizing now how these youths are cultured and how their mind work. And thing. And entertain me see you would get mashed up for less than that too, brother. So two folds to this. You understand what I say? So go easy, brother. No. He, based on the allegations, would have done something to the young lady. The young lady who would have taken steps to seek redress was being threatened by the young man. Zane, based on what the teacher is saying. If the boy even shouted at the teacher, she never shouldn't tell the youth if me or your mama. That never relevant. That not necessary. She made a bad situation worse when she decided to descend into a tracing match with the youngster. Telling the child, say you're going to murder him. And you will mash up him face. And him knee up them will get lick out. And if him survive beyond this week, him for know what him a do and them something there was wrong. Absolutely wrong. See it? It should not have been said, and the situation should not have gotten there. As a matter of fact, I'll put this to you. If the allegations surrounding the young man are true, he should not have been in the class. He should have been with the VP, the principal, or a dean of discipline addressing that situation. Because if the allegations are true, then I rob him, rob the little girl. If they are true. And if those allegations are made, they should be investigated forthwith. He should not have been in the class. Him for the somewhere where that I deal with. So there are some procedural errors at bay here. So I don't want to get up and jump on the side here. So I can reason out the thing. Fear. Yeah? And I will repeat for those persons who have no comprehension skills. The teacher would have gone out of line, overboard, and she was wrong. However, to get up and say the teacher should be fired is not the answer to nothing here, so. You feel what I say? Because if this teacher should be fired for what she said, hundreds of students in this country should be expelled for saying the same things to teachers every day, and not only saying it, but physically harming teachers. So we could start with the firing and expelling them. Normally, when a child does something, we hear that the child deserves another chance. Them are children, them deserve another chance, which is fair. Because as children we do things, so them deserve another chance. So the child is a human being. The teacher is a human being. The teacher was wrong. Does it warrant firing the teacher? For what reason? If we are going to fire this teacher, then I will posit to you that 1/3 of children in schools in Jamaica should be expelled. Every single day in this country, Monday to Friday, hundreds of teachers are threatened with murder, lick out face, big old girl me kick you down and them something there. And in some cases, teachers are get kicked down, boxed down, liquid stone, liquid chair, liquid board, thump in her face. But we don't hear these stories. But the moment a child is aggrieved, then crucify her. Again, the teacher would have gone overboard. Calling for the teachers' separation for the institution will solve absolutely nothing. That boy will remain there. That boy will continue to take out money out of people, girl picnic pocket. until it grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And down the road, that boy come kill one away. There are more serious issues here that need to be treated with than firing this teacher. Yes, the teacher need for understand. So at the end of the day, we get frustrated, but we have no rights and we are always the adults, as they will say. When boys are beat up teachers, we not hear nothing in a family. You know many incidents of physical abuse, not even forget about the verbal abuse, that occur in this country in schools. But we don't hear about these things. See? There was one popular one with the Calabar boy. That one was out. I'll have video them. Him did probably older than 13, but me going to revisit that video there. So me probably have to go delete that. You understand what I say? Firing the teacher is not the solution here. Firing the teacher would be a knee-jerk reaction. When you fire the teacher, what will happen to that boy? How many other teachers will that boy disrespect? How many other girls will that boy who he allegedly took money from? Listening to the child, you realize that there are issues there. His friends were telling him to calm down. Easy, brother. Him decide him now calm down. If the girl that tell lie upon you and relax herself and have whosoever deal with the thing, and the thing squash out family, calm down. Next thing, nobody counsel the boy and fire the teacher. Okay, everything good. Counsel the boy and fire the teacher, alright. Nobody is addressing the other elephant in the room. Why was a cell phone present inside the classroom? And you realize that the video never just start when the altercation between the teacher and the youth started, you know. That whosoever had the phone was videoing before then. Yeah, it's an adult. So when them youth take something and lick off adults' head, then them is just a youth, so everything go. Just counsel them and release them back in the society. You understand? But never mind, because some you don't really engage certain people in a discussion anyway. I don't know why me do that. See? We are about balance and objectivity. You understand what I say? But the adult will always get the shitty end of the stick. Because, quote unquote, we are adults. Many of the people being murdered in this country are being murdered by little boys. And this is where those little boys are created from. No respect for authority. No respect for rule and regulations. And society defends them. Find every excuse for them. They are children. And nothing is being done to re-socialize them. And they are the ones who we are born now, so the government now do nothing about because they might kill we off. This is where it starts. But let's find the excuses. Let's not address it. And let them continue to grow up and kill us off. And we blame the government. No parents are getting blamed. The government gets blamed. When I was going to school, me wouldn't even raise my voice as a teacher. Teachers do me things at school where me never think it right. But at the end of the day, what you gonna do? Respect or respect. Some teachers overreact and overstep them boundaries. Yes, me get that and that's wrong. Zane? But at the end of the day, it's not easy being a teacher. Some of them people we are talk off them mouth couldn't survive a minute in some of them class. So we can talk. You understand me? I say? Some of the ministry officials them can't survive a minute in some of them class. So we can talk. Some youth where we have govern, some of them guys and them jacket suit and them tall boat can't govern. You feel what I say? So we have to understand, say yes, and for the tough head people them, I say 1,000,000 times the teacher wrong. However, getting up and arbitrarily saying that you should just fire the teacher solves what kind of problem? There will be another teacher where that child will try, violate, said way. What will happen to the child? Oh, he's just a child. The same child, same children them, we are grew up and a murder we in the country. Because we keep on finding excuses and excuses and excuses. I tell you already, you know. So one of the biggest reasons why I walk away from teaching, you know, is because nobody have no rights in a school other than a child in a family. I'm going to tell you something, I grow a certain way, you know. See, a youth for understand says a youth. And the moment you walk through the school gate, me responsible for you. And if you don't want me for responsible for you, don't come here. See? I mean, I'm working in a school when a guy in there where me can't address. I mean, I disrespect a youth, youngster, gents, young man. That's how we deal with youths. And even a man like me, we gotta deal with the youth them on them level. Man feel like them want to violate. So you can imagine some teachers we can hold the thing on a level what gonna happen to them. You know go on like you don't know what kind of society we live in. You know go on like you don't know the youth them are prolling in the society, brother. You have to be a soldier out there for survive. That me I tell you now. You think that every school are immaculate and champion? You think that every school are St. Andrews for girls? And Merle Grove? And Queens? Some of them schools are war zone family. So yes, the lady overreacted. She made some mistakes, many mistakes in that little tirade there. But then, crucify her and release Barabbas to us. Things sad, yo. Counsel the youth but fire the teacher, because the teacher hears no work, so she can't get counseling. Me tell you, you know. So you don't know what happened, man. But you never see. You feel me? And pick the dogs her mother, why you out so long in the morning? Your mom say, I'm a child. I come here, come. Now worry yourself. You don't know what a clock a strike, man. I been do that teaching something here from 2008. I live it. I see it. I know the youths that we are dealing with in this country here. See it? And it have to take man like me for deal with them youth there. So what you feel like happen to some female teacher and some young teacher? As a matter of fact, today me a reason with a colleague and me I say, yo, the male teachers them we are coming out of teachers college and university right now. No more man teacher now, me brother. You understand? Back in the days, when a male walk in a school, whether you're new or you're old, boy, you have to know that yourself. No, a joke thing. The man now make good again. You feel what I say? You have to stand your ground as a teacher and this. And that me I tell you. I now tell you if you check youth say you're going to murder them and you're going to lick out them face. You have to hold your ground. See? It's a sad situation. It's an unfortunate situation. Zane, the Empress would have been wrong on so many different occasions in the video. Can't go around that. She has admitted that she was wrong. But yet still, crucify her and give us Barabbas. Let me tell you what the education minister have to say, you know. You see? As a matter of fact, she said the teacher's behavior is unacceptable. Me not only I go tell you, me I go make you listen what him have to say. Let me say me can get the voice note you know that look at you over here. So education minister. Boom. Teach. That take long for load. System under strain. Send that. So this is what the education minister had to say about said situation.
It is quite disgraceful and indicates the level to which someone charged with responsibility of teaching our youngsters should not in any way allow themselves to descend to that kind of language and attitude. So it is something on which serious action will be taken, and a very decisive decision will be taken, because what is clear is that that teacher cannot continue to operate in the classroom. She needs training. I don't know exactly all the technical things that have to be done to correct her attitude, but certainly that attitude does not belong in our classrooms, period. It is clear that we need to look at the entire teaching staff of the ministry, and perhaps a comprehensive review has to be made to determine exactly whether or not there are these weaknesses that exist in the system that need to be corrected as quickly as possible. And what it says to me is that perhaps this attitude accounts for some of the results that we are seeing coming out of the system.
And the attitudes of teachers contribute to the results coming out of the system. Bombastar. Yo. So, based on the rhetoric from the minister, he is recommending strong sanctions as a teacher cannot continue in the classroom without being retrained and re-socialized and them something. See? I don't have no issue with remedial work opportunities being offered to the empress. Firing the teacher is not an answer to the problem. It's not a solution to the problem. That is my take. See, the empress was wrong. She said she was wrong. She admits that she did wrong. You understand? And I know she probably in a state of regret right now. See? But at the end of the day, it takes a special person to be a teacher. It takes a different level of patience, zine, your temperament, off it up on a level. And I can tell you, the best among us in terms of temperament, out of frustration, we get dark from time to time. I have had many dark days as a teacher. You understand what I say? Many days guy feel like, say, him are the adult in the interaction and feel like he want to get too close. Then we don't play that. You feel what I say? Zine? Kind of tone down now for certain. Because the youth them don't know. When they make a name, you know. You understand what I say? But for me, that teaching something enough for me anymore. I been not tell you that. Zine? That's how we not hide. You see me? There's no support for teachers from the ministry, from administration, from parents, from society. You see me I say? The teacher is always the villain. See? And there's always excuse on the part of the child. Sir, she never said that in this. In the article, she said, I went overboard and let me find it. Why? Wait there. I lost it, says Pembroke all teacher. See? See if I can find it. I don't know, but she a show remorse, brother. Say even if she not say, I sincerely and profusely apologize for my demeanor and behavior in video that has been circulating on social media. And I want to take this opportunity to say to every Jamaican that it will not happen again. People apologize in a different way, but I suppose, alright. Alright, Rodney Price. It's what it is. We'll see how it goes. There are hundreds of students far rougher than this young man who make educators' lives a living hell on a daily basis. And the ministry continues to journey with them. You understand? To separate themselves from some teachers. See, all child can learn and all child should learn. All child should learn. But some institution are not for every child. Some child need a special institution. And I will live by that statement. You understand? So, at the end of the day, but as I say, we there a ball already about crime and criminality. We don't hold on, man. We don't know what go on. We don't hold on. And some of we attack, some of we are parents and we can't rule our own children them neither. Some of we use them a box we gonna kick with too. Some of we need to easy and go fix up a home. You feel what I say? Because if some of the youth them that come out a good home, none of them things will not go on. You feel me? Some of who are crucify the teacher is a bigger part of the problem than the teacher. That me I tell you too. You see, the lady wrong. Can't go around that. You can't be wrong and we say you're right. You're wrong. In many instances in the video, she was wrong. She would have said some very unfortunate things, some very wrong things. You understand what I say? But there are so many issues at play in this one video, but we are only focusing on one issue. Crucify her and give us Barabbas. So here is a story all about my life got twisted and turned upside down. Here's a story which also involves a teacher, but no one is speaking about. Because a teacher in this instance was not the aggressor, or a teacher did not reprimand a child in a way that is not seen fit. Outrage at teacher attacks. Parent arrested for assaulting staff at Montego Bay Primary School. I tell you, say, if one parent they go down, they go attack one child, it would have been national headline. But the teacher and nobody thump them in them face. The Jamaica Teachers Association has expressed outrage at recent attacks against school administrators and teachers, urging parents and other stakeholders to use non-confrontational alternatives to settle disputes. The alarm came hours after a mother was arrested and charged by the St. James Police after she allegedly attacked and injured a teacher on the compound of the Cornaldy Avenue Primary School in Montego Bay. The accused parent, 29-year-old Jody Ann Dixon, a sales representative of Paradise Norwood, also in the parish, she has been charged with assault occasioning bodily harm. Dixon was granted station bail in the sum of $50,000 and is booked to appear in front of the St. James Parish Court on January the 15th, 2020. I cannot say at this time whether the trend of parents assaulting teachers has increased or declined because I do not have recent figures. But what I can say is that the assault on teachers and other members of the education system by parents must stop. There are systems and protocols in schools that deal with incidents such as these, where parents do not have to resort to violence. And I am urging parents to take advantage of these systems and resources in order to avoid violent confrontations from taking place. Dixon is the second parent to be accused of teacher assault in Montego Bay in a week. On the 17th of November, another parent and their teenage son were implicated in an attack on a student who was reportedly in a fight with her daughter. Now, according to reports, after getting news that her daughter was involved in a fight with another student at the school, the mother and her son visited the institution. She reportedly behaved boisterously while her son attacked the child who had fought with his sister. The police were called in and the boy was arrested and charged with assault occasioning bodily harm. He appeared in the Montego Bay Family Court last Thursday and was granted bail. His parents were ordered to get legal representation for him and have him returned to court on the 20th of January 2020. In the recent incident, which was yesterday I think, which occurred shortly after 7 a.m., Dixon, who had just dropped off her child at school and left, was subsequently informed that the student got into a quarrel with another child. Dixon was cautioned by a teacher about her conduct, but ignored the warning. Another teacher pulled out a cell phone and started recording her behavior, which enraged the mother. She reportedly attacked the teacher and knocked the cell phone from her hand. So Dixon was taken into custody and then taken to the Barnett Street police station, where she was arrested. We are under siege from parents up here. When they come and behave badly, we cannot talk or they will physically attack us. A disgruntled teacher said. I try my best to avoid them because I don't want anybody to kill me before time. The latest attack comes on the heels of an incident at Cornwall College last week when school principal Michael Ellis was forced to ditch his jacket after he was grabbed by an angry parent who demanded an explanation for her son's 10-day suspension. Alright. Nothing to see here. Thing continue as usual. No stress. Teachers get beat up every day. Then it's not a big deal. You understand? I would have addressed this before, but me I revisit it because I want to make a point about something. MPs want more pay. I would have done this last Sunday and I've spoken to it on Wednesday night call-in stream. Zane, where there are strong advocacy coming from two members of parliament who are in agreement with that their salaries are too low. Zane, I'm going to make you listen what the MPs have to say. I'm not tell you no. You understand? I phone the tax money they want for me too. But see you go. Transfer this so you can hear what go on. Your stream start coming like a TV show and radio station and a big something. It's a big league. Bombard at 12 o'clock. Wouldn't know say a night I come.
Definitely the salary for parliamentarian could be more. One, while serving, the health insurance itself is a mockery. Two, the pension for parliamentarians who would have served, a period of their own life in service, and what it is that they do get at retirement. So I think, overall, if you're going to be looking at that of the parliamentarian, you'll have to look at it also for the wider public sector.
Well, I see some of these MPs, I literally don't know how they manage, because every time I go on Mandela and go into my constituency, it costs me $1,000 to go through the toll and $1,000 back. I'm not talking about the insurance, the petrol, and when I get there, every second man that I see, his palm is turned upwards. Very, very often, because a number of our people, and particularly those of us who represent the rural people, they're in dire need. And when a man comes and says he's not asking for much, say, boss, big $1,000, it means the difference between him having something, some basic meal, and going to bed hungry.
I have nothing to say about that. Case in point. We are teachers now, so we build lessons, Recommendations on minimum wage to be submitted by January 2020. So we build lessons in a school, and that's why we're a teacher. You understand? MPs want 100% raise. While many Jamaicans have to satisfy with pocket change for them pay. Listen this. See people them here we are talking about here with them there. We not keep no secret for them. Chairman of the National Minimum Wage Advisory Commission, Dr. Ronald Robinson, says recommendations on the national minimum wage and the minimum wage of security guards will be submitted to the Labour and Social Security Minister Shiny Robinson before the end of January 2020. Robinson said that deliberations on matters arising from the just concluded public consultations are to begin next week, following which a report will be presented to Labour and Social Security Minister. She will then make a recommendation to Cabinet that will eventually go to Parliament for approval. Robinson was speaking recently at one function. He said that the stakeholders, including the trade unions, the workers and the employees, all agree that the minimum wage needs to be adjusted. I don't hear nothing about the government, We are here about workers and employees, What is unanimous right across the board, both from the employers and from workers, is that the current minimum wage is inadequate. So I think it is really what kind of increase and what will go into the increase and the percentage and all those things he noted. Robinson said the consultation sessions, which were also held in St. James, Manchester, Portland and St. Anne, had very good representation from a wide cross-section of individuals. We have gotten invaluable information, presentations and recommendations from varying groups that will definitely influence our deliberations in moving forward, preparing that report. So in June of 2018, the government, on the advice of the National Minimum Wage Commission, announced a 12.9% increase in the national minimum wage from a very high 6,200 to an Herculean, a large $7,000 per week. Now, when a man is earning $7,000 per week, man earn $28,000 per month. 3/4 of the time, when I buy food for the month, is more than $30,000. How can a man, we are trying to earn an honest living, be surviving on $7,000 per week, $28,000 for the month, when them have picnic at school, light bill and water bill for pay, food for buy, shoes and clothes and books and them things. And then now we have in this country politicians saying this.
Definitely the salary for a parliamentarian could be more. One, while serving, the health insurance itself is a mockery. Two, the pension for parliamentarians who would have served a period of their own life in service, and what it is that they do get at retirement. So I think, overall, if you're going to be looking at that of the parliamentarian, you'll have to look at it also for the wider public sector.
Well, I see some of these MPs, I literally don't know how they manage, because every time I go from going Mandela and go into my constituency, it costs me $1,000 to go through the toll and $1,000 back. I'm not talking about the insurance, the petrol, and when I get there, every second man that I see, his palm is turned upwards. Very, very often, because a number of our people, and particularly those of us who represent the rural people, they're in dire need. And when a man comes and says he's not asking for much, say, boss, big $1,000, it means the difference between him having something, some basic meal, and going to bed hungry.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I rest my case. No further question. Uno old vampire. The man himself, the most honorable bro God. We out here. You understand? I have long said, And people berate me for this and chastise me and accuse me of being politically aligned. That there have been instances in this country that would suggest to me, in the limited knowledge that I have, that Jamaica is a creeping dictatorship. I have done a video detailing instances of that. So now guess me, I guess you know. There has been evidence to suggest and support this. Alright. Wholeness takes swipe at the press. One of the most important institution in a democratic nation is freedom of press. Freedom by media practitioners to investigate and report practicing good journalism of the highest integrity. We know some journalists kind of get zealous from time to time and have political affiliations and allegiance and alignment. Them for left. But you have good journalists out there. We don't have no fear and no favor for no guy. Now, the moment you as a politician start to attack the freedom of press, then red flag that for me, you know. Because it simply means, say, anybody who have anything for say against you is anti-government. Prime Minister urges supporters to look to his social media pages for factual news. Factually. Prime Minister Andrew Holness took a Trump-like swipe at Jamaican traditional media Sunday night at the fight, as he urged hundreds of Jamaica Labour Party supporters to look to social media for accurate news. Look to the east for the coming of the most honorable bro God. United States President Donald Trump has repeatedly criticized some well-established traditional media houses, which he has accused of reporting fake news. And while he never went that far, Holness, the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party, declared that not everything presented by traditional media is factual, which is factual. You understand? I was just listening to the news before I came here. And you know, the news report is a news report. I make no comment on the opinions preferred by journalists because that is the freedom of the society. Is it though, Mr. Holness? They can take whatever stance they want to take because it is free media. Is that suggesting that the media will not always be free as it is now? I'm going to know, just ask your friend. It does not have to be the truth. And Mr. Holness, things a politician said does not have to be the truth. As a matter of fact, bro God, things a politician say is oftentimes not the truth. So here we are. Nowhere. It does not have to relate to the facts because it is their opinion. It's a slippery slope this the Prime Minister walk down pan. Right here, so. It might not look separate to people just looking on, you know. But this is deeper than what you see at the surface. Politicians just talk because they want to talk. J-Voss teach. It's like, you know, sister, them emulate anything them see in the US. Them see Trump get to it now. Them a try a thing. J-Voss, big up yourself in the family. Brother, them sneaky, man. See? Watch you now. What you have to understand as persons consuming the news is that not all the things that are presented to you are the facts or are the truth. Holness told mostly green-clad supporters at a Tivoli Gardens Community Center constituency conference. Holness told the supporters that they have other alternatives to what is presented as news by the traditional media. You can go on social media. You can go on my page. All my social media pages, the party pages. You have so much news opportunities to keep informed. You don't have to rely on one particular medium for information. You can go and teach them. Always make sure the message I reach them. Or commentary or opinion added wholeness. As he pointed to reports in the media that the states of public emergencies are not working. I wonder whether or not they have conducted any analysis. Here we go again. It's always about analysis. It is not their duty. They can just give you their perspective. Because that is how it is with a free press. Is this again suggesting that the press should not be free? Miss Joy England said the sun gone again. Peeps, you not hear me? Can you hear me now? Eh? It is my duty to point out to you certain facts. Facts according to who though? If they are correct, then thank God they did. If they don't, then I have to keep saying it and use other methods, I mean propaganda like, of getting the information to you. The Prime Minister argued that the SOEs are very targeted and respectful of the rights of Jamaicans. He said imposing an SOE was necessary because criminals have become entrenched in the society, with crime and violence becoming a culture which is epidemic. When we are 63 murders per 100,000 in 2017, we could not leave it like that. We have to do something to fix it. And when we put in place those measures, we brought down the murder rate per 100,000 to 43, said Holness as he defended the SOEs. He was the support. Had we the support to continue those measures from January 2019, so this is a political job now, today we would probably be about 30 per 100,000 added wholeness. See, as he charged at the SOEs an effective tool in the fight against crime. I am not saying it is the only tool, but it is a tool that we can deploy with speed and with great results immediately. If you not say 6, no girl don't want you. Andrew, you know the X6 strong in the Prado. Yo, you see more time. Peeps, you not go on the bed. Oh no, sister night come. Eh? To one of bro God. The PAC questions Education Ministry's construction contracts with the Caribbean Maritime University. Parliament's Public Accounts Committee has sought to get answers from the Education Ministry regarding its entering contracts with the Caribbean Maritime University for the construction of classrooms without doing due diligence. Here we go again. Members of the PAC on Tuesday asked Dr. Grace McLean, which is the Empress pictured on screen, acting permanent secretary in the Education Ministry, to explain why the CMU was contracted for construction work at 9 schools. The CMU build school. The CMU is a construction firm. Eh? CMU, oh, this is what she had to say. That me no want to tell her lie upon her. Then make she talk to you by herself. Let me see if I can find it. Yo, right now. Right, it's getting hot right now. Alright, come up here, so boom. In a new wallabies, everybody's made them one of these. Teach them a rock brand new clocks per foot. So this is what Dr. Grace McLean had to say in defense of the Ministry of Education contracting a university to build schools. And
it is quite disgraceful and
I wrong thing that me PAA then teach. I can't read. They know how to teach people picking like that. Then that don't make no sense. Alright. Boom.
CMU approached the ministry and made a presentation about a new method that they have been doing for the construction of buildings at their facility and for other places within the country, which is that of using trailers and using some kind of padding, I believe, to make the buildings
Trailers or
habitable.
containers?
Containers, sorry. Containers, yes, you were correcting me. Now, in the presentation to the ministry in terms of the cost to complete a set of classrooms, as well as the time frame within which this could be done, then at the time the ministry took the decision to go ahead with the CMU, and we have started to take steps for those that we can now have corrected, for example, parish council approval. So we have so far applied to the parish council under the as-built approach that they have, and we have so far submitted 3 sets of drawings plus the engineering reports, and we are expecting to submit the additional ones within another 2 weeks for those to be approved by the parish council.
No, you and me go build one house without approval from the parish council and see what happen. And now in school, Maritime a build. Maritime a build school. How come? Me say, if... boy. Make we move on. I rest my... Right, I know me just make them talk, you know. I not trouble them, you know. Because I don't want to say... Nobody say I pick on them, you know. So, peeps, you don't know the big story this week is the PNP is in a rather sticky situation where I know I'm still vexed, you know, because after man all do stream, you see, and get to find out so I'm probably there on the losing team. I mean, ain't pick no side, you know. I just did not play the game. If you understand, say, some of the things them where Peter won, come say about RADA, may not be entirely correct. Phillips under fire for pushing fake scandal bag. Political commentators have described as premature ejaculation like. What they say is a pattern of unreliable public utterances from opposition leader Dr. Peter Phillips. The opposition PNP led by Dr. Peter Phillips. You understand? Hold on, let me minimize them things so we can. In a menu, wallabies. Phillips see me and him want one of these. But him knows that them things at the Dan grab a leaf. I would have something there. Cause teacher wrap brand new clocks on foot. So the man and the gang had a plan where them rather to make public. You see? So you know, they came out swinging on Wednesday. Bobbing and weaving and, you know, jabbing and uppercutting and thing. You understand? Claiming it had uncovered the corrupt issuance of up to $1.6 billion worth of debushing contracts in St. Thomas by RADA. But RADA chairman was having none of it. He has dismissed the claims as false and political. See? Me I make them talk to me in a piece. Because I not talk for them. I tired for talk for them. See? So now, some man has said Dr. Peter Phillips should consult his advisors before making public major utterances. You understand? Them has said the opposition leaders provided no credible evidence to support his claim that there's a massive scheme to rip off some $1.6 billion. Phillips have now placed himself in a difficult position when he declared that the PNP's investigations have revealed an enormous debushing scandal and a massive scheme at RADA. This is what Peter had to say. According to Peter 1, verse 1. In the day of RADA, there was a man who had a plan to mash up the land with 1.6 billion. Bombard star. Wait, you reach it? Alright, listen.
That $1.6 billion was for bushing alone. Not road work, not patching, not anything else, for bushing. This contract expenditure was more than 3 times the amount allocated for the whole island. But that is not the heart of the scandal. Our investigations reveal that the job rates in these contracts for bushing were way out of line with the rates being paid by other government agencies, specifically the National Works Agency, for the same type of work. Bushing contracts under the RADA program were contracted out at a rate of $10,380,000 per kilometer of road. In contrast, National Works Agency, part of the same government of Jamaica, was paying a standard rate of $150,000 per kilometer of road, a difference of over 6,000%. We can confirm that in at least 2 instances, bushing paying a standard rate of $150,000 per kilometer of road, a difference of over 6,000%. We can confirm that in at least 2 instances, bushing was paid for at this rate. Bushing is paid for at the rate which we can confirm in relation to at least 2 of the contracts involved in this $1.6 billion worth of bushing contracts, paid at the rate of $10 million per kilometer, and yet no evidence of any work done. And I should point out also that bushing is not part of the remit of RADA in relation to roads. We believe that MOCA, the major organized crime and anti-corruption agency, should be called to undertake a full investigation, which includes a forensic investigation of what seems to be a massive scheme to steal public funds. The Prime Minister, at minimum, should relieve the ministers responsible, in this instance, Ministers Audley Shaw and J.C. Hutchinson, who have portfolio responsibilities for RADA, of their responsibilities until these investigations are complete and they are either vindicated or otherwise.
The public should be aware that the total value of this program for the past 4 years, since 2015, has been $1,724,739 for work done nationally and not in any one parish or constituency. The Accountant General's report dated October 2019 confirms this. The suggestion by the opposition, therefore, that $1.6 billion was spent in St. Thomas alone is absurd. It is also important for the public to be aware that no contracts were issued under this program for bushing solely, but rather contracts include paving, patching, and grading.
One done a brand new clocks on feet. This is where the RADA people have to say in their defense. You understand? I tell us I'm tired for talk for them, I'm tired. I make them talk for themselves, family. After they're not done.
That's part of a process that we do. It's just data capture. So the parish managers are asked to look at farm roads in their parishes and to provide us with preliminary estimates on what they see in terms of requirements for repairs. That is the document that I presume that the opposition has. It is not a road program. It is not a document for execution. There's no spend of $1.6 billion. In 1 year, the year that they referenced, $470 million. Where would $1.6 billion come from in that same year? Right? Ask the question. It makes absolutely no sense. Right? this is erroneous and you must do some serious analysis. We do not print money at RADA. We do not make money. We do not mint money. And therefore, we only get funding through government. So the money must come from somewhere. There is no spend of $1.6 billion.
We're not there yet, and when we get to that point, I'll be willing to look at whatever issues are. Where we are now is that we need this Auditor General to give us a financial audit of RADA. Having breached all the normal guidelines for contracts, having breached performance standards for these contracts, having used the limited tender method, having varied the contracts by just the CEO and other persons, we know, right, that the auditor has already said that all.
This person we are talking now about breach of contract and them things and limited tender, I think it's Victor Wright, which is the PNP Shadow Minister for Agriculture.
These things are happening. We're just asking to go back, check on the financial side, and then give us the report, and then we will know. But what the document we have, as Mr. Myers said, he has not denied that it's an authentic document. We have to go by what we have. I've passed it on to persons in the ministry for them to verify.
I had the questions to table because I was late to the parliament. You know, there's a little procedure you have to go through with the speaker because we have been having issues as an opposition lately in getting our questions answered and getting them tabled on time. So I wanted to ensure that we meet all the requirements of the speaker to have them tabled. And the questions, as indicated in the press statement, will be asked out in the parliament next week when I go there. We're going to question the rates. We want to get from RADA the rates they pay for bushing, the number and the value of contracts that were issued in 2017 to 2019, and we want to have confirmation as to whether or not it is remit of RADA to do bushing, as indicated in this document. We also would want them to confirm whether or not similar contracts have been issued for other parishes.
So that's the thing now, peeps. So, I don't need to tell you nothing more. You understand? You're not intelligent people. You can do the maths and add it up and see what go on. You understand what I say? And thing. And when Brocard give me a cup of tea, then you know say a night miss, then when I do with tea, then I say, I'll lick how you want. You understand? So them look things are going on and dance happy. So we are watch it and see. Zane, you know, we are call it a night, you know. Cause out the door sun bright, you know. Peace, big up for yourself. What them look things they are going. Zane, I have some more if we catch up on over the weekend, the Tesha Miller trial. And some little things, Zane and them thing there. Think me have an interview if we go conduct tomorrow again. I have an interview come out soon with Best Center. You need to watch. Humble youth. You understand me I say? Not the biggest name in the business, but solid entertainer, quality voice, humble. You understand? So I left work yesterday. Go yesterday? Yeah. The whole reason with him and them something there. And them things. So look out for that. And them things. Peeps, big up on yourself. I appreciate the support. I know when people start get afraid when I take off my glass at night time and I say bedtime. You understand what I say? I appreciate the support. I know later now. I never stream this late before. Never. You understand? Unless it's an entertainment event I stream. Zane and thing. So, with that I give thanks for the support. I know say late in some places. I know some people are watch from the UK. So I know say a daylight settings cross to say you know. You understand? I appreciate the thing, peeps. Manners and respect to everyone. For the people that are there, for the people that are gone, big up on yourself. You see me and say. So, the thing is that when it come on to these issues, we're not gonna always agree upon the thing them. But we can all reason about it, understand each other's perspective. You guys come here on a Friday and on a Sunday to hear me talk. You get the opportunity on a Wednesday to do the talking. So for the people them who want to voice some opinion about certain things, sort out on yourself on a Wednesday 8:30. Make some calls. I mean listen one officer. You know what thing go. You understand? Peace. Big up on yourself. Appreciate the support. You know a weekend. So I know some people are going to take on the road. When you go on the road, lower the headphone them. But before you reach this still. If you must drink, do not drive. If you must drive, do not drink. Have a designated driver if needs be. You understand? Coming on from time to time, we need to go out and let down with ear. And you understand what I say? Have something for drink, have some food, vibe with a friend them and thing. But sometimes we all do the thing, so we have to be careful, peeps. See, lower the big old headphone them. Stop separate yourself from your environment. You feel what I say? Juicy J, big up yourself and brother. I appreciate that, you know what I mean? Blessings every time. See? and thing, low the Bluetooth headpiece them. Them a draw attention to no peeps. You see me I say Kirk, Mohan, blessings my brother. Zane, next thing peeps, them only have gold chain and bling and rings and thing. I know your thing. You work for, but people will take it and take your life in the process. Be careful. It's set away, but at the nature of the environment in which we live in. You see me I say, walk with only the cash what you need. Be careful. Zane, if you must take public transportation, try to travel in a group. If you cannot travel in a group, know the do's and the don'ts. Take the license plate number. Send it go give somebody. Describe the car, describe the driver. Tell people where you're there, tell people where you go. Always follow your instinct. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. Trust absolutely no one. For the people, them every move they make, it upon them social media page and then them statuses, stop. Be careful. People sit down and watch you know. People you don't even think they are watching you and watching you. You understand? People don't need to know every move you make. People don't need to know say you're alone there. Yeah. People don't need to know say you got beard now. People don't need to know say you're in your bedroom lay down naked. Them things they not play. Them never get picked. For the people that want to live them relationship on social media, stop. Nobody don't need to know what going on in a bedroom family. You understand? From time to time, you go show off your spouse because the tree not growing on nobody's face. But you don't need to reveal the detailed intricacies of your relationship family. You understand what I mean? I say, we're careful, man. We need to know the social media footprint. You can't erase it. No matter what you think you erase it, you can't erase it. The moment it is out there, it is out there. You understand what I mean? I say, people, where I look people for employ, I check them social media history. When you go apply for your visa, them I check your social media history piece. Be careful. Don't get caught up in a Babylon. Don't get caught up in what we call the Instagram syndrome. You understand? People on Instagram look like them live the best life in the world, and other people are look on and want to live their life there. So them go sell out for live their life there. Be careful. And be careful of the dumb people with smartphone syndrome. It has afflicted us for way too long. As the phones get smarter, we get dumber. We need to match up with the phone them now. The phone them outperform we. You understand what I mean? I say, peeps, big up on yourself. And me I say coconut jobs. Cookie mama, cookie, big up yourself. You know what you say? Money pull up, we are the greatest. You understand what I mean? I say, tip a little rum in the BLS. You get happy now. You see the changes. Ken Prosper, you know what thing in a family. Zane, Dante Dan, DeAndre Small, Javon Denton, Faylene Pinnock. Faylene is such a nice name. That's a nice ring to it. Think it's the first time I'm seeing the name. Zane Zippy, big up yourself in a Juicy J. GR7 Scott. You know what I mean? The Royal General, Jaluk. What you say? Manners are inspecting a brother. Miss Joy England. How can I speak on this? Brother, go on, say everything good. Heedy Jones, good night. Mike, Larry, man say call you know. Man go on your bed here, Mike. Ain't easy, brother. You understand me? I say, Miss Marcialin Gainer, good night, Empress. How are you? Pablo, man say no farm. You see me? Brocardi, man say respect, you know. Miss Bernadette George, the class monitor. You understand? Zane, Miss Ruth Daly, Mike Larry. Me think me yell up Mike already. Anting. What else me not yell? Me look for some people. Zane, DS Electronics Unlimited, big up yourself in the family. Yeah, the J.A. Shanice Coleman, good night, Miss Coleman. How are you? Zane, who else in the building? I look for some people when I see them. Royal General, you're good, sir. Miss Tony Miller Smith. Miss Tony Miller Smith said the PNP have no new plan or strategy. So the plan is to join us with scamming report. Scammer them there, dog. Zane, who else about in the building here, sir? Peeps, so no big up on yourself, you know. You know, it's Jamaica land we love, so we can always change up on this, you know. See? And thing. I don't know why half of my screen is upon. Why? Or if I go back to you, so, because see, then I don't know why I go on up in I dance. You understand? Javas, Unstoppable Life, Unstoppable, big up yourself, you know, youth. You see me, I say, peeps, manners are respect, you know. Have a wonderful weekend. You don't know a thing, or don't overdo nothing. Lady Clark, manners, Anika Graham. Blessings. You feel me? And thing. Peeps. You know what thing go. Big up on yourself. Walk good. Step with Jah. Sunday, 8:30. Make it a date and don't be late. Don't look for it. Get book for it. You know what I mean? Manners and respect. I'm out.
Teach them. Hey, yo, hello. Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below, like this video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Follow me on social media and check out the suggested videos on screen. This is Teach saying, until next time, walk good.